right, we're talking hoops this noon, high school style. The two top teams in District 29 6A went toe-to-toe at Northside Gym. Undefeated Brennan versus 10-2 Warren last night. Bears trailed by 7 at halftime, and they're battling back in the third quarter. Kingston Fleming throws down the one-handed jam to make it a 5-point game. Brennan gets as close as 4, but Warren holds him off. Emery Benton gets a corner 3. 66-59 Warriors, and a little later, Benton finds Jalen Crocker Johnson for the lay-in. He finished with a team-high 23. Warren hands the Bears their first district loss, 76-70.
But they got us the first time. We knew we was going to come back with the dub. We just been playing hard, getting better as a team, going out through district, and we got an early lead. We just kept on getting stops and handling it. So after that, we knew we was going to secure the dub.
Warren next faces O'Connor Saturday, 12:30 in the afternoon. The Brennan girls first on the court. They started last night undefeated, taking on 10-4 Warren. Warriors making a game of it in the fourth quarter. Anaya Shields knocks down to 3 at caps a 5-0 run. Cut the deficit to single digits, but Brennan answers right back. Elia Cobb with the mid-range jumper, 53-40 Brennan. Then a few possessions later, the Bears defense forces a steal, and Bella Flemings takes the distance for the lay-in. Bears win it 62-48.
Win means a lot, actually. Our team has put in the work consistently, effort. We're a unit. That's what we say every time we have a leading prayer before our games. We say that we're a unity, we're one. So we play as one and we win as one.
Brennan takes on Stevens tomorrow night at 7:30. All right, to the guys who get paid to play. The Spurs host the 76ers tonight, one of the best teams in the East. San Antonio will be shorthanded. Found out yesterday that rookie Jeremy Sohan will not be in the lineup tonight due to some lower back soreness. So I'm walk off the court right there as that game got started the other night. Jeremy left the game in the first quarter Wednesday night. Grabbed that lower back. Trey Jones is listed as doubtful with left foot soreness. Constant changes for the Spurs, even for veteran shooting guard Josh Richardson. He was traded to the Spurs last season. Remember that? He's coming off the bench more than he ever has. He had a 5-year stretch with Miami, Philadelphia, and Dallas where he pretty much started every game. Number 7 says he's cool with coming off the bench, though.
It's a different look. You know, last year was my first time ever not starting, and it was a little different for me. But, you know, kind of once I got in the groove of things, I kind of like it. Kind of, especially here, because Pop just lets me do whatever I want. So I'm cool with it.
San Antonio will host Philadelphia tonight, 7 AT&T Center. Philly currently sits 3rd in these. Kind of reminds you of Manu a little bit. Remember, Manu would come off the bench some years. He would start some years or some games, and so he was all over the place. So Josh has got the right attitude.
Well, but not too many players are able to say, Pop just lets me do what I want.
No.
When did that happen?
Very few.
Student loan borrowers misled by for-profit colleges now can apply for student loan forgiveness a little bit easier. Details on a brand new effort after the break.
The Department of Justice plans to fight a court ruling calling a federal gun control law unconstitutional. U.S. Attorney General Merrick Garland says the DOJ will appeal the latest decision from the 5th U.S. Circuit Court of Appeals. The judge's panel ruled against a law that keeps people with domestic violence restraining orders from possessing a firearm. The appeals court found the law could not stand under the Brune test, which requires gun laws to be comparative to firearm regulations in place at the time of the Constitution's framing. That was around the late 1780s. Garland says the DOJ will seek further review of the 5th Circuit's decision, but did not specify the steps it would take in seeking that review.
The Biden administration launching a new webpage this week with clearer instructions for people applying for a specific type of student loan forgiveness. It's called the Borrower Defense to Repayment, and it's for students who took out loans for a school that misled or lied to them. For example, the college may have inflated their job placement numbers. Well, many of these students went to for-profit colleges like Corinthian College's ITT Technical Institute and Maranello Beauty Schools. Until now, though, the process of loan forgiveness wasn't clearly established. But this new website has comprehensive information about how you can apply. So the new report indicates that a decline in college enrollment that we've seen in the last few years is easing up. It shows that 2022 fall undergraduate enrollment decreased by just 0.6% compared to a year earlier. The portion of the easing is due to a 4.3% jump in freshmen entering college. But that still leaves freshman enrollment down 150,000 students from 2019 before the pandemic. College enrollment had been declining for about a decade, but the pandemic made the problem considerably worse.
Some good news for people looking to buy a new home. Mortgage rates have continued to drop for 4 straight weeks. Freddie Mac reports the 30-year fixed rate mortgage averaged 6.09% in the week ending February 2nd. That's down from 6.13% the week before. After increases for most of last year, mortgage rates have been trending downward since November, alongside data that continues to show inflation may have peaked. And despite recession fears, there are more signs that the labor market is still strong. Today, the Bureau of Labor Statistics reported the U.S. economy added a staggering 517,000 jobs in January. The surge is a big surprise. Economists were only expected about 185,000 additional jobs. The government also said the unemployment rate fell from 3.5% to 3.4%. That is a level that hasn't been seen since 1969.
Winter weather prompting more flight cancellations in the U.S. More than 6,000 flights have been canceled in or out of the country this week as the ice storms that we saw snarl travel on the ground and in the air. The hardest hit airports, all of them here in Texas, Dallas, Fort Worth, Dallas Love Field, and Austin's Bergstrom International. Both American Airlines and Southwest issuing winter weather waivers to customers across several airports due to the cancellations. Travelers being advised still check on your flight status before you go to the airport.
Yeah, there's always residual effects in there, last couple of days here and there. But when you look at that, you go, how in the world could anything be canceled?
Yeah, and like I said, there's still people in Austin who are
without power
in their cold houses.
Yeah, it's still pretty awful up there. And, you know, we received so many pictures over the last several days, and I want to commend everyone. It was really helpful to know what's going on where you live, and that's what's so great about our KSAT Connect feature. This picture, and I was fascinated by the fact, I wondered what would happen with the cedar trees. Now, we know the oak trees took it pretty hard because they have the big canopies, but I wonder, what about the cedar trees? And this is an example of a cedar tree that also split. I don't know that there was as many cedar trees damaged as there were oak trees, but this is an example of just the amount of ice caused it to split right down the middle. Pretty incredible. And we're seeing a lot of sites like this one still up across parts of Comal County and many parts of the Hill Country. Let's go outside for you now and talk about the positives. Man, that is a beautiful, beautiful shot. Blue skies. 51 degrees at the airport, mostly clear skies. Dew point is at 35. We've got a northerly wind at about 12 miles per hour, so it makes it feel a little bit chilly out there. But all in all, it is nice. And that cloud deck we've been talking about, still sitting off to our east, starting to shrink a little bit, but not before making some headway off to the west. So we'll see if some of these clouds make their way in. Should not be a big deal today. We're still going to see enough sun to get our temperatures up into the mid-50s. 53 degrees at 2 o'clock, 54 at 3 p.m., 55 at 4 o'clock. 48 at 7 p.m. and 47 by 8 p.m. If you have evening plans, it will be a little bit chilly tonight. Clouds will start to fill in around midnight, and we could even see a little bit of fog develop by tomorrow morning. We'll have more on the complete weekend forecast coming up in just a few minutes.
Thank you so much, Justin. Winter can bring some seasonal joys, but for some it may lead to a dip in mood levels. Thank goodness the sun came out today. ABC's Ike Ajachi has some ways, though, to avoid a slump.
Studies estimate that as many as 20% of Americans experience mood changes depending on the time of year. The University of Michigan is sharing tips to beat the winter blues. Get into bright light as soon as you wake up, preferably the same time every day. This can help regulate your internal clock, also known as your circadian rhythm. Exercise regularly, as this helps to regulate mood levels. Get outside whenever possible. Research shows 2 hours in nature each week supports overall well-being. Have some fun by enjoying winter activities like ice skating or sledding. And always remember you're not alone. If your mood begins to interfere with your daily activities, be sure to reach out to your doctor, as there is help available. With this Medical Minute, I'm Elizabeth Schulze, ABC News.
You can take some frustrations out with boxing. Local boxer trying to fight his way out of a losing streak. We're going to hear from him coming up in a few minutes in sports.
everyone. These are your top headlines from Cheddar News. NASA says it's almost ready to return to the moon as the space agency claims its Artemis 1 moon rocket is looking ready to carry astronauts. The announcement comes after the success of NASA's space launch system back in November. If all goes according to plan, NASA wants to send humans to the moon in 2025 or 2026. Meanwhile, Apple's hit a new milestone for their tech. The company revealing they have 2 billion active devices used by customers. That figure is double the amount they had back in 2016. Record sales were reached in 2021 despite major supply chain issues because of the pandemic. And New England is the next area to be hit by freezing conditions. Starting today, parts of the Northeast will experience the coldest wind chills in more than a decade. That's according to the Weather Prediction Center. Some of those chills could be as cold as 50 degrees below zero. The frigid wind is expected to last for about 36 hours. And that's your Cheddar News Update. I'm Baker Machado coming to you from Cheddar Studios in New York City.
You to the oldest dog ever. As of today, Bobby is 30 years old and 268 days.
Look at that face. He's lived his entire life with a family in a rural village in Portugal. Dogs like Bobby usually live about 12 to 14 years, but this purebred livestock guardian dog has beaten all the odds. In fact, when he was born, the family decided to get rid of the litter of 4 pups because they already had too many dogs.
But Bobby mistakenly got left behind.
An unopened first-generation iPhone now up for auction.
Bidding for the Apple Relic starts at $2,500. Its estimated value, $50,000.
Wait, I got one of those at home.
Does it still work? Remember back in 2007 when you got it?
Yeah.
It's the newest technology, 3.5-inch screen, ooh, that was big then, and 2-megapixel camera, up to 8 gigabytes of storage, internet capabilities, and iTunes.
Oh yeah, LCG Auctions is listing the item. Back in October, the company auctioned off a similar iPhone, and they got more than $39,000 for it. Bidding starts on Thursday evening. It ends on February 19th. Now, I don't understand. I do have one of these at home.
But is it in a pristine box, never been used?
Unopened.
Unopened?
I've got it. I've got the box still.
You got it? Well, wrap it up.
The collector's item.
Yeah. But does it still, can you still get it online? I mean, can you get the phone to
It's
work?
still, yeah, it still will power up.
I don't know. The chargers have changed. Everything's changed.
I saved all that stuff. I'm a little bit of a hoarder.
Did you? Yeah. Okay. Well,
I'm a collector.
Hey, well, now officially you are a collector. You should check in on that. I wanted to show you one more time the TransGuide shot. We still have an issue here at the ramp from 35 onto 281 and 37. Traffic's getting by in one lane. They're doing some cleanup. They're about to tow the car, but that's going to cause some backups here around the downtown area. Almanac for today. We actually are up into the low 50s, so ignore that. 33 was the low this morning. Averages are 65 and 43. Records are 85 and 12. It'll be somewhere in between that, thankfully. Some pretty nice weather headed our way. More on that forecast straight ahead.
We were just reminiscing about those old phones.
Yes.
'Cause you were talking about how you had
The little princess phone that
Yeah.
was on the wall, and it had a cord that you could take into the other side of the house.
That
And then
was
you'd
awesome.
have to like people would trip over the cord.
You know,
And
I'm thinking
it was
that
push button. Remember that?
Yeah.
You got
Ooh,
all
that was-
excited because
that
it was push
was-
button, didn't have to dial.
I'm thinking kids aren't even going to know what a dial tone is. You know what I'm
No.
saying? Like, you
Yeah.
remember the dial tone?
Yeah.
That's not even a thing anymore. Oh, man. Times are changing, aren't they?
They are.
They changed a long time ago, Justin.
Yeah, they did. Speaking of technology, let's go up to Austin. This is our power outage map. We've been showing this for a couple days, but this is how many customers are without power as of now. 110,000 still there in Travis County, Williamson County. Man, I know they're working hard up there to try to get power restored, but it is going to be a long process. They were hoping that we get things back online today. I think it's probably going to take a little bit longer than that. But still, a lot of folks without power up in Austin. If you have family up there, they're probably, well, they may not be able to communicate with you, but you probably know they're dealing with a lot of issues right now. Hopefully things do get better. Still some sporadic power outages in the Hill Country as well, but everything has resolved here in Bexar County. I want to talk about some temperature extremes over the last 24 hours. I'll take you down to Florida. You know, I never know how to say this. Y'all want to help me? Emma Colley? Emma Colley, we'll go with that. You can email me if I'm saying this wrong. I'm sure there's some folks from Florida like cringing right now.
I can say Waxahachie.
Yeah, I can too, but this one I should.
I don't.
Maybe, yeah, I should have looked up the pronunciation. That's my bad. But 90 degrees, that's where it was yesterday. And then yesterday, the nation's icebox. This morning, I should say, the nation's icebox, International Falls, -36. I mean, it's always cold up there, but that's a really chilly number. So 126-degree temperature difference between the high and low. We'll see where we end up today. Florida's probably going to be the warm spot yet again. And as we look at the numbers across Texas, 43 Dallas, 45 Waco, 45 Abilene. So everyone's above freezing. Everyone's thawing out at this point. We thawed out yesterday for the most part, but even warmer today. And the big picture here, it's still -10 in International Falls, -5 in Minneapolis. There's really cold air up there. But that chunk of cold air is moving east, not south, not towards Texas. In fact, we're seeing some pretty great weather right now. 51, mostly sunny. Dew point is at 35, northerly winds at about 12. And the satellite picture shows we do have a bank of clouds here, but now it's kind of just stalling out. It doesn't seem to be making any further progress west. So it's New Braunfels down to Gonzales, maybe Seguin, Luling there that's seeing this cloud cover, and even down to the south starting to thin out a bit. Howittsville still cloudy. 46 in LaGrange, 47 Austin, 47 New Braunfels. Underneath the clouds, everyone else is looking at 50s at this point, and low 50s here across Bexar County. So the forecast, as the clouds may make their way in this afternoon, we're going to call for 55 here in town. If we avoid the cloud cover, it could be a little bit warmer than that. But tonight the clouds fill in, and we'll be in the 30s. We'll see some fog develop in a few spots too. And the weekend forecast calls for morning fog and clouds. First half of the day, but second half of Saturday looks good. Sun pops out, 61. Sunny and nice on Sunday, 72. Long term, we have a storm system that will arrive Tuesday into Wednesday. It'll bring in more humidity, more clouds Monday. And then on Tuesday, I think we have a shot at some showers and maybe a few storms, although at this point it looks like it's going to be I-35 and east with the best chances. That is likely the case on Wednesday too as a front comes through. And then after that, it looks like this may clear out. And so Thursday when the rodeo gets underway, other than maybe a couple showers early, it looks really good. 61, as I said, tomorrow, 72 Sunday, 73 Monday with more clouds, 72 on Tuesday with a 30% chance of rain. And we'll keep that rain chance going on Wednesday too with a high of 63, guys.
Thank you.
According to Google, it's Umakali.
Who knew?
Umakali. There you go. Local boxer's dusting off his gloves and getting back in the ring. How he's feeling ahead of his upcoming fight in the Dome. It has been almost a full year since Mario Barrios fought in the ring. In fact, he's only fought once each year starting back in 2020, but it's all about to change this year. On Saturday, February 11th, next Saturday, Barrios will get back in the ring for Showtime Sports and Premier Boxing Champions. It'll be here in San Antonio at the Alamo Dome. He's going to be fighting in a 10-round welterweight fight against Ovain Santiago.
I'm super pumped. You know, I haven't fought back home since 2020 October 2020. And, you know, it was the first, you know, card back with a live audience. I'm excited, you know, to end this layoff. You know, it's been a full year since I last fought. It's been the longest layoff, and you know, I've been itching, you know, to get back for a while now. And you know, it just being back home, you know, just makes it that much better.
Both fighters have lost their last two bouts, but Santiago has fought since 2021, while Barrios has lost his last two bouts as pay-per-view matchups. You can read more on our Mario Barrios interview, including the move on making his sister, former boxer Selena Barrios, his co-trainer. It's all online on the instant replay page of KSAT12. So here are the fight night details for you. Showtime Sports Premier Boxing Champions on February 11th at the Alamo Dome. Main event, Ray Vargas versus Oshaki Foster for the vacant WBC Super Featherweight World Title. And in the co-main event, Barrios versus Santiago, 10-round welterweight. Tickets at Ticketmaster.com.
Time for the weekend and time to get ready for that cattle drive. SA Live is going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. It is tomorrow, and you know what? You are going to end up seeing traditions just like this, herding sheep.
Yep, This is Ken Theus from the Texas Herding Association, and
Ken,
he's got a
down.
couple of great
Lie
dogs
down.
right here, and you can just have them do just about anything herding these sheep around, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We can put them anywhere in the market square.
And they use a combination of verbal commands, and then if they're, the dogs are really far away, they turn to whistle commands.
Yep.
Yeah, and they can get these things from a mile away at least and go pick them up. So we are going to see more of this coming up in just a couple of minutes. Also, there is a horse stable around. Jen is going to be taking us there, and it's a place where a lot of the rodeo riders can train, and you can head out there as well. Oh, to be on horseback. Wouldn't love that.
And before the big game next Sunday, we find out who the titan of tailgating is.
Leo Davila, Sixatone is here, and you got a tip about tortillas and melting cheese.
Yeah, so everybody's familiar with quesadillas. So in order to help melt the cheese, let's go hot side up, and then we throw the cheese on. And it just helps it melt a little bit faster.
That's a great idea. And wait to see what he's going to be making around here, and something you can go see with the Titans of tailgating.
And a local business owner has made unique statement jewelry for some pretty big celebrities.
Oh yeah, you're gonna love this. All of these great, look at how cute those things are. And, all right, Rodeo, favorite moment?
Oh, you gotta let us know at SA Live KSAT on Facebook and Twitter.